This is Storybook Radio.
Chapter 4. There it stands, reflecting in Phoenix's iris, a towering hourglass that surpasses the rooftops of neighboring homes. The borosilicate glass unveils the antique furniture, seemingly trapped within the home's towering frame. Squinting against the dim light of dusk, Phoenix cups his hands around his eyes, peering into the glass like binoculars. Yet his vision remains obscured. The foggy panes offer only fragmented glimpses of a surreal interior. Rosewood chairs, a clock that doesn't tick, and chandeliers glinting faintly. Phoenix steps closer, his breath misting the surface. He presses his palms lightly against the glass, feeling its cool smoothness as he searches for an entrance. No door, no seams, no sign of passage. Only the imposing facade of what he suspects to be the Omniscient's residence. A theory fueled by the unnatural absence of his own home on this lot. The hourglass taunts him with its impenetrability, a reminder that the Omniscient's world plays by its own rules. If this is his domain, Phoenix thinks, then I'll never be let in unless I find the way myself. The sun slips below the horizon at an unnerving pace, as though fast-forwarded. Shadows stretch long and sharp, then disappear altogether, leaving Phoenix in sudden darkness. A thought strikes him, bringing clarity to the chaos. This world bends to imagination. With cautious determination, he envisions a door etched into the hourglass, a glowing outline that swings open to reveal light. As his mind sharpens its focus, the vision takes shape. A door materializes before him, edges glowing faintly against the glass. When he pulls it open, the hourglass transforms. The rosewood chairs gain detail, the chandeliers shimmer brighter, and the air thickens with the musk of aged wood. Inside, the Omniscient waits. "Took you forever in some days," the Omniscient says, his grin unnervingly wide. His voice is unorthodox, as if thoughts rather than sound form his words. Phoenix steps into the room, his eyes scanning the dim interior. Behind the Omniscient, a dark wood china cabinet gleams faintly, filled with plates and wine glasses. "Didn't realize you were in a hurry," Phoenix says, his voice steady despite his apprehension. "Time waits for no man," the Omniscient replies. Phoenix opens his mouth to speak again, but before he can form a question, the Omniscient cuts him off, reading his thoughts with ease. "I'll answer that," he says, his grin curling upward. "I have your solution behind one of 3 doors." Phoenix's gaze shifts across the room, catching sight of an archway that leads to another chamber. He follows the Omniscient's gesture toward 3 doors, 2 black and 1 blood red in the middle of the room. "The answer lies behind one of these," the Omniscient says, his voice calm, yet charged with authority. "But choose wisely." Phoenix hesitates. "You told me there's a way to fix my voice. Outside, I don't know if that's possible." "Find him first," the Omniscient says. "Then, we'll talk." Phoenix steps toward the 3 doors, each radiating an ominous energy. The walls curve outward, forming a semicircle that encloses the doors like a ceremonial chamber. His hand hovers over the red door at the center, its bold hue seeming to pulse with life. But before he can push it open, he feels a presence behind him. "Pick!" the Omniscient commands, his voice sharp and sudden. Phoenix jumps, his heart pounding. Turning to face the Omniscient, he forces a nervous smile. "The red door seems obvious," he says. "Does it?" The Omniscient's finger moves slowly, pointing first to the black door on the right, then to the black door on the left. "Perhaps you're underestimating the others." Phoenix hesitates, then shifts his hand to the first black door. Its surface is matte, absorbing the faint light rather than reflecting it. The doorknob feels unnaturally cold beneath his palm. He takes a deep breath and twists it open. A flood of golden light spills from the frame, bathing the room in warmth. Phoenix steps through, bracing himself for what lies ahead, only to wake abruptly in his bedroom. Phoenix jolts upright, his breath shallow and rapid. The dream clings to him like a second skin, vivid and unsettling. He rolls onto his side, pulling the covers over his head as if to block out the world. "If only I'd chosen the red door," he thinks, replaying the moment in his mind. But dreams are fickle, and returning to that precise moment feels impossible. As he drifts back to sleep, his subconscious refuses to cooperate. Instead of returning to the Omniscient's chamber, Phoenix finds himself lost in a bizarre blend of images. The surreal monotony of a 1950s suburb from an old Twilight Zone episode, and the whimsical, disconcerting chaos of an orange-haired Oompa Loompa factory. None of it connects. None of it offers answers. Morning light filters through the blinds, casting faint stripes across the room. Phoenix rubs his eyes, his gaze landing on the slightly ajar bedroom door. His stomach tightens. I always close that door at night. The sound of shattering glass downstairs jolts him awake. Phoenix shuffles down the stairs, his movements cautious and calculated. His spine brushes against the plastered wall as he scans every corner of the house, his grip tightening around the autographed Hank Aaron bat in his hands. It's the first weapon that comes to mind during a home invasion, practical, unassuming, and reassuringly solid. But in the far recesses of his mind, he knows there's a pistol concealed beneath the floorboard of his bed. Most would call it necessary in the heat of the moment, but for Phoenix, it's not safe. He'll have access to a pistol that he might use on himself. He moves through the house, the faint hum of the air conditioner becomes his companion. In the den, beyond the white sofa, he notices a trail of green paint leading to the garage side door. The paint smudges on the carpet, continuing to a pier table near the door. A framed photo of Rachel holding Henry sits askew, its glass smeared with paint. Phoenix's throat tightens as he steps closer, examining the frame. The smudges on the glass look like fingerprints. Someone's been here. His eyes dart around the room, searching for any sign of an intruder. The door leading to the garage stands ajar, a shadow flickering just beyond its frame. Phoenix's grip on the bat tightens as he moves forward, the cold metal of the doorknob pressing against his palm. The hum of the air conditioner cuts off, leaving a suffocating silence. Then, far right, he hears water rushing in the kitchen,